Welcome to episode 41. It's going to be a mini episode of FTB Infinity Evolved. And you may ask, why is it a mini episode, Register? Why don't you give us a full length one? Well, it seems that Creeper Host, a major provider of Minecraft servers, came under a sustained DDoS attack. And service was out for 2 whole days. And hence I'm really behind on all the video production. Because guess who was using Creeper Host? So, luckily everything's back. All the data's been retrieved. I was very nervous at one point, but, I'm happy again. You'll notice that the chests have gone, so let me just get into it's just going to be a bit of a talky episode, and it's going to be a mini one, because many of you may already know this, many of you may not, so let's just get into it, and we'll see where we go. And I'll show you some of the big build I'm doing, just to tide you over, because I know many of you may be thinking about that one. Just as brief before I start, by the way, the giveaway was won by, where's my iPad gone? Yeah, I can never find my iPad when I actually need it. It was won. I have sent them a message and a comment, and I think it was, hang on. There we go. Let's just look this up while I'm about to do stuff. I'm just going to head down here while I start the iPad up. So what I've actually done for this is connect this up to the logistics pipe system. And it's possible to do that in a way that logistics pipes will see the entire contents of the AE network. But you can't do it the other way around. You can't see logistics pipes from this. So, bear in mind, in here, I can see everything that's in my AE system, but not logistics pipes. However, the way I've connected it, all the auto-crafting and everything else will still work apart from one thing that I'll show you an exception for. And just to do that, we have this, the provider logistics pipe. And that just works, basically. Just connect it to everything else. And you're fine. Oh, you're all up and running. To get all the stuff in there, oh, really? Let's just put that away. To get all the stuff in there, we can use an import bus. Import bus with 4 acceleration cards. It'll rip the stuff in here as fast as it can, and to be honest, it's pretty comparable to the logistics pipes import system, which is to say, very good. To give you a quick demonstration of that, chest, let's just get one of the iron chests out. I didn't need all 8, but thank you. And just an assortment of items. In fact, I've got the stuff in my inventory. So if we just put our chest down, and in here we can just put in all of this stuff. Miscellaneous that I don't actually need at the moment. That's fine. And you can just pick it up, grab your chest with a dolly, and pop it on your import bus. And it's going to pull stuff in pretty fast, which is ideal. And there goes the chest. One thing when doing it, these chests were the miscellaneous storage, remember, which meant they have a lot of different types. So all of my types on these first 2 drives, well, half of one, but all of this one, all the types are, well, they were filled. These, for some reason, these ME drive fixtures are really slow at updating. I'll have to test them versus chests. But these did get completely jammed. It may have resorted itself now with everything coming into the other ones. This is not in use mostly yet, apart from that top right one. And I've just moved the import chest from the quarry and everything else to an import bus on top of this cable, just to space save a little bit. But this system is not going to be here for long. It's just here temporarily. In fact, I may even move it in the next episode just to get the rest of the stuff in there. But I haven't decided whether I'm going to keep this storage wall or I'm probably going to get rid of it, in fact. It's useful early game, but there are some notable bugs requiring me to lock things in place in there, and I'm a bit worried about its longevity. So, yeah, these are still running. They're all fine. The one bit that isn't is this crusher, and let's just pop back here. Oh, it's just giving me stuff. Pop back here, and if you have a look at this, originally we had an Audict item sync module, which meant when stuff got imported into the logistics pipe network, it got sent here. But we're not doing that anymore. what we're actually doing is just hooking up the two systems up together as if the AE network is a storage. It's like a storage bus for AE, but that's the provider module, the provider pipe equivalent in AE. So we're not really bringing it into the system. It's just being used as it's already in the system. So nothing's actually happening with this. So we can take this out. Instead, we use this, the active supply module, and this works exactly as you might expect. Infinite request mode, so everything of this type gets sent here. And you will, when you do that, want to upgrade this chest because it overflows like crazy. In fact, it's already not fast enough, so I may well just replace this furnace with like a resonant furnace and something about upgrading it and stuff like that. So yeah, just bear in mind you will have to upgrade your ore processing system. Everything else works fine because they're not really by... the only thing that have ore dictionary item sync and stuff like that are where the chest was, and those pipes are still under there. There's just nothing connected to them. So that's all well and good. Why don't I show you where I'm going to move that system to, though? Because that's kind of the more... That's the big build part of this thing. And let's head in here. So you may recognize I've got my sheep farm over there, my gas farm. Where could be better to put an ME controller that is really valuable, except inside another ME controller, a gigantic ME controller. This takes far too much time to build. This is why I'm not doing the world download until I finish this, and why I'm also using carpenter's blocks. One, you can make them glow, so you don't need torches to keep this whole face lit. Two, I'm not going to choose the texture for them until I do the world download. So just so you can grab your own and put whatever color you want into them, really. They're fairly flexible like that. And in here, I'm going to have a big room. Notice on the big, unfortunately, because the ME controller texture is 16 by 16, this is 48 by 48. It's 3 times the size. That means it's an even room, so there is no exact center. Bit annoying, I will admit, but because it's so big a room, it doesn't make as much a difference. You can't really tell that much that you're off center by 1, unless you're really, really good at looking at that. So this is kind of the center pair of blocks here, this kind of area. So what I'm probably going to do is have the ME suspended in the center, and then have the full level down there. This is just a temporary structure. Have pipes heading out of this block to other areas. Sorry, not pipes. I'm stuck in logistics pipes. Has the mark cable running out to other areas, and maybe some stuff in this room, all about ME. There's plenty of space, so storage initially, that's fine. Maybe the initial AE crafting system, the successor to the Mac. That's fine. The molecular assembler chambers, or whatever they're actually called these days. Assemble. Molecular assembler. Yeah. And they are pretty quick to make. So that will actually let me get to them pretty fast. Because they take the place of the logistics crafting benches, tables that we have in our basement. So having them in a much more compact, efficient format is going to be very useful, I think. There are ways to build that quite efficiently. So again, it's just a mini episode. I haven't done any other stuff for this because I've only just got the server back, and I realize you guys are expecting an episode around about now. Thought I'd better get something out so that you can have a look and criticize this. I may even go further at some point and put a gigantic ME drive above it, taking my data center approach from last season. If you saw the Diablo 21, which was amazing, I really liked it. And maybe making a giant ME drive up there or something along those lines, connected with a giant smart cable or something along those lines. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know it's been a short episode. Just briefly covering the person who won the giveaway. At least I'm waiting for them to reply. If they don't reply in a few days, I will have to re-roll it. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that. But the winner is called Tacial Scalar. Tacial Scalar. Good luck to you. Hopefully you have received the message, and hopefully you will claim your prize. Thanks a lot for watching.